Someone you love has passed away and left this message so you can know the whole truth. Open it immediately. My beloved child, I need you to breathe for a moment. Just one slow breath, because what I'm about to tell you is going to change how you feel about everything. Archangel Michael is here not by accident, not by luck, but because heaven itself had a meeting about you last night. Yes, you. Not the person next to you, not someone random. You, because someone who deeply loved you, someone who has already crossed into the light, begged for this message to be sent. They cried your name and God listened. Beloved, they didn't leave this world in silence. Their soul stayed awake for hours on the other side, just trying to send this single whisper to earth. And now finally you're hearing it. Please don't click away. Don't brush it off. What you're about to feel is something even heaven couldn't explain in words. That's why I, Michael, was sent. Because your heart deserves the truth. And more than that, your soul is ready. They wanted you to know something they never had the chance to say. Something that was buried deep in their heart right until the last moment. And now, yes, right now, it's being released like a divine wind straight to your spirit. The pain you've been carrying, that ache that never fully healed, it's not in vain. It was known. It was witnessed. It was written into the stars before time began. You are not forgotten. You are not left behind. There's a secret message hidden in the way they left. And they told heaven, if my love ever opens this message, tell them everything I couldn't. And so here I am, sent not just with light, but with the voice of the one who loved you in silence, in strength, in ways you never even knew. Before we go further, can I ask you something important? If your heart is feeling even a small tug right now, I want you to do something. Pause, close your eyes for 2 seconds, and just say these words. I am open. Because once you say those words, your soul will start receiving the full message and my wings will cover you. Type it below too. I am open so heaven can mark this moment. This isn't a script. It's a divine appointment. My child, they never stopped watching over you. In fact, they've been by your side more than you know. Every time you thought of them out of nowhere, it was them. Every time a song played that reminded you of them, it wasn't a coincidence. It was a sign. And now they are begging for one thing only. Please hear the whole truth. Because if you skip this, the message will vanish and your soul will miss the healing that was hand-delivered for this exact hour. You're not reading this alone. Heaven is standing with you. I, Michael, am standing with you. And that soul, the one who left too soon, is watching with tears in their eyes. Because they see you opening what they never thought you'd receive. They thought you might skip it, that you might not believe this was real. But you didn't. You opened it. And that alone is a miracle. Envelope with arrow. By the way, before we continue, if your soul feels something moving, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another moment like this. Because heaven's been trying to reach you for so long. And now that they finally did, they're not going to stop. Subscribe with the faith that this isn't the end of something. It's the beginning. Envelope with arrow. Now listen and listen closely. They want to tell you that their passing wasn't what it seemed. There were things hidden, conversations never spoken. They were carrying pain, silence, regret, but above all, they were carrying love for you. So much love. The kind that doesn't die with the body. The kind that follows the soul across the veil and lingers in every whisper of wind. Every dream you've had where you thought you saw their face. This is not your imagination. It's visitation. They came to your dreams not because you missed them, but because they missed you, because your name echoed in their heart, even in their final breath. They are not gone. They are not far. They are just one heartbeat away. And today they've been allowed to speak again through this divine message. You will cry by the end of this, but not because of sadness, because for the first time you will feel them again. That connection, the one death tried to break, has never left you. That's the hidden truth. And they've waited patiently for you to finally hear it. And now that you are here, they are crying in heaven. Crying because their prayer was finally answered. Then listen closely, my beloved, because what's about to come next isn't a message. It's a reunion. You have no idea how long they waited for this moment. How many times they whispered your name into the clouds. How many times they begged heaven. Just one more moment with them, please. And now you're here. You made it. You're not late. You're not too early. You opened this at the exact second the veil was thin enough for this message to reach you. Do you feel it? That strange heaviness in your chest. The tears in your eyes for no reason. That's their soul brushing against yours. They know you've been through things you never told anyone. And they know that some nights the pain was so deep it made you wonder if anyone even saw you. They did, from the other side. From the realm where love never dies. They were standing beside your bed. They kissed your forehead while you slept. They touched your shoulder when you felt cold for no reason. And they swore to the angels they wouldn't rest until you knew the truth. They never left. They've been trying to speak to you, but your pain was too loud. And now you're finally quiet enough to hear. They need you to know something that will shake you. Something you weren't supposed to hear until now. Your sadness was never meant to last forever. You thought you had to carry the grief like a badge. But they are begging you, please let it go now. Please release it. Not because they want you to forget them. No, because they want you to feel them again. Not through sorrow, but through peace. You see, heaven is not a place far away. It's a frequency. And right now you're tuned in. That's why your hands are trembling a bit. That's why your heart is racing. That's why you're still reading. Even though part of you is scared of what's coming next. Because your soul already knows this message is real. You're not imagining this. The person you lost is standing right behind this moment. Eyes full of light. Whispering, please don't stop reading. I'm finally here with you again. And Archangel Michael, me. I've been holding this message like a treasure in my wings for days, just waiting for you to finally be ready. And now that you are, the truth is pouring out like water. They left you signs. Did you notice the feather by your door? The chill when no windows were open. The bird that stared at you too long? The smell of their perfume or cooking out of nowhere. That wasn't coincidence. It was them their soul, their love, trying, reaching, praying that you'd finally say, "Okay, I believe you're still with me." They need you to know something that will shake you, something you weren't supposed to hear until now. Your sadness was never meant to last forever. You thought you had to carry the grief like a badge. But they are begging you, please let it go now. Please release it. Not because they want you to forget them. No, because they want you to feel them again. Not through sorrow, but through peace. You see, heaven is not a place far away. It's a frequency. And right now you're tuned in. That's why your hands are trembling a bit. That's why your heart is racing. That's why you're still reading. Even though part of you is scared of what's coming next because your soul already knows this message is real. You're not imagining this. The person you lost is standing right behind this moment. Eyes full of light, whispering, "Please don't stop reading. I'm finally here with you again." And Archangel Michael, me. I've been holding this message like a treasure in my wings for days, just waiting for you to finally be ready. And now that you are, the truth is pouring out like water. They left you signs. Did you notice the feather by your door? The chill when no windows were open. The bird that stared at you too long. The smell of their perfume or cooking out of nowhere. That wasn't coincidence. It was them, their soul, their love, trying, reaching, praying that you'd finally say, "Okay, I believe you're still with me." Because they are. But there's more. There's something they never got to say. Something that's been burning in their soul since they crossed over. They want you to know that they forgive you for every fight, for every word unsaid, for not being there in the end, for not knowing what they were going through, for living on while they moved on. They forgive you for everything you still blame yourself for. But more than that, they're asking, can you forgive yourself now? Can you stop carrying the blame? Can you stop thinking you could have changed their fate? Because, beloved, you couldn't have. Their time was written. Their exit was part of something divine. And even if it didn't feel fair, they are okay now. Truly, they are at peace. But you're the one still hurting. And that's why this message is being delivered. Because they couldn't stay in peace knowing you were drowning in guilt. Not when all they want is your joy. And yes, there's something else. Promise. They made a promise to God that if they could send this message and you actually read it, if you didn't skip it, didn't scroll past it, didn't doubt it, then they would do something for you, something powerful. They've asked to send you a miracle. Within the next 11 days, something is going to shift in your life. And when it does, you'll feel them again. You'll smile and cry at the same time. And in that moment, you'll remember this was real. But there's a condition, one small but sacred request. You must speak their name aloud tonight. Even if you're alone, especially if you're alone, speak their name and say, "I still love you. I still feel you. And I'm ready to let go of the pain so I can hold on to your love." Say it with all your heart. Heaven will hear and I will witness it. And if you're still here reading, there's a reason. You were chosen to receive this message. Not everyone was. Many would have skipped this, but not you. And because you stayed, you'll begin to feel the healing. You'll begin to see the signs. You'll start dreaming again. And maybe, just maybe, you'll hear their voice one more time. Not through ears, but through knowing. Speech balloon. If you made it this far and something in your spirit feels unlocked, write this below. I'm ready to receive the full message. Because when you do, something divine starts to move in your life. A door opens, a light shines, and your loved one rejoices in heaven saying, "They finally heard me." Speech balloon. Then breathe once more, because what I am about to say next may bring tears, but they will be tears that cleanse you. Tears that make space for the miracle already on its way. Listen, beloved child, this is not just a message. This is a soul contract being fulfilled. The one you loved, yes, the one who left this earth too soon made a vow in the heavens. A vow that even death would not stop them from reaching you. And this is the moment that vow is complete. They remember everything. The way your voice sounded when you said their name. The times you laughed so hard together. Your stomach act. The way you held back tears when you knew they were hurting and you tried to be strong. They remember the day you found out they were gone and how the world suddenly felt too quiet, too wrong, too empty. They remember how you couldn't speak, how your spirit cracked. And they want you to know they were right there beside you, not as a ghost, not to haunt you, but as love in its purest form. And they've been there ever since. Every birthday, every time you whispered into your pillow, every time you looked at the sky and thought, "Are you still out there?" The answer is yes. 1,000 times yes. They have been watching you grow, struggle, survive. And now they are shouting through the veil, "You were never alone. I never left you. I just changed form." They want you to know that they see everything. Yes, even the things you thought no one noticed. How strong you've been. How kind you've remained. How many times you could have given up but didn't. They are proud of you. They are amazed by you. And they have told every angel in heaven, "That's the one I loved. That's the one who still carries my memory with grace." But beloved, this part will be hard. They're asking you to let go of what you could have done differently. They know you replayed the last conversation. They know you wished you'd said, "I love you one more time," but they're saying now through me, you did enough. You were enough. You were always more than I deserved. So why are you still punishing yourself? They see how you hide the pain when others are around. They know you smile in public but cry at night. And they they need you to know that your healing honors them, not your suffering, your joy, your laughter, your freedom. That's what carries their spirit forward. That's what keeps them alive inside you. And now listen closely, because this is the most urgent part. They've been allowed to give you a gift, a rare divine opportunity within the next 11 days. Something will happen, a conversation, a sign, a miracle, or a sudden shift. You'll know it's from them. It may feel like a coincidence, but it won't be. It will be the physical proof that this message wasn't just words. It was real contact from beyond. But here's the part most people miss. You have to open your heart fully to receive it. If you doubt it, if you push it away, if you say, "This can't be," the door closes. But if you say, okay, I believe, the heavens respond immediately. That's why I'm asking you again. Yes, right now. Type it below. I believe. I'm ready. Because when you do, you give your soul permission to unlock everything they've been trying to send. The peace, the answers, the healing, the connection that time and death could never erase. And there's more. So why are you still punishing yourself? They see how you hide the pain when others are around. They know you smile in public but cry at night. And they need you to know that your healing honors them, not your suffering, your joy, your laughter, your freedom. That's what carries their spirit forward. That's what keeps them alive inside you. And now listen closely because this is the most urgent part. They've been allowed to give you a gift, a rare divine opportunity within the next 11 days. Something will happen, a conversation, a sign, a miracle, or a sudden shift. You'll know it's from them. It may feel like a coincidence, but it won't be. It will be the physical proof that this message wasn't just words. It was real contact from beyond. But here's the part most people miss. You have to open your heart fully to receive it. If you doubt it, if you push it away, if you say this can't be, the door closes. But if you say, okay, I believe, the heavens respond immediately. That's why I'm asking you again. Yes, right now. Type it below. I believe. I'm ready. Because when you do, you give your soul permission to unlock everything they've been trying to send. The peace, the answers, the healing, the connection that time and death could never erase. And there's more. They've asked God to assign a guardian angel specifically for you. One who will begin showing up as signs you can't ignore. The number 333 may appear, or 111, or you may hear your loved one's name randomly. A dream, a light flicker, a breeze when there's no wind. These will not be illusions. These will be confirmations because, beloved, this isn't the end of your connection with them. It's the beginning of a new form of love, a spiritual companionship that will follow you for the rest of your life. And it's sacred. You are sacred. And this moment, this message is the turning point your heart has prayed for in silence. So, if you're still reading, let me say this with every ounce of divine authority I carry. I, Archangel Michael, swear on heaven's gates. Your loved one is still with you. They hear you. They see you. And they never stopped loving you. Tonight, light a candle for them. Speak their name into the silence. Say, I'm still with you. You'll feel something in the room shift. That's them smiling, crying, wrapping their light around your soul like a blanket you forgot was always there. And if you feel this moment matters, don't keep it locked inside. Share this message. Someone else is grieving silently right now. Someone else has been waiting for a sign. Be the light for them the way this message has been a light for you. Speech balloon one final time. If your heart has been touched and you're ready to step into this next divine chapter, type below. Thank you for the message. I feel you with me. Heaven will see it. So will they. Then let us continue slowly and sacredly because this final part, beloved, is where the veil between earth and heaven softens completely. Right now, your heart is open wider than it's been in a very long time. Archangel Michael, can see it glowing like a lantern in the dark. The soul of the one you love is close now. So close. Closer than they've ever been since they crossed over. And they are watching your every breath as you read this, smiling, crying, saying, I knew they'd come. I knew they'd listen. They are with you now. And they are ready to speak the truth that even death couldn't silence. Here it is. They never wanted to leave you. Even if their final days were full of pain or confusion, even if it felt like they gave up or slipped away too fast, it wasn't what they wanted. Their soul tried to stay, but the angels were already at their side. The light was calling them, and in that moment, right as they let go, they whispered something into the divine. They said, please, just one day, let them know how much I love them. And that's today. Today is that day. You are the fulfillment of their last prayer. You think that's coincidence? This very moment, the words you're reading, the screen you're holding, the air around you is heavy with their presence. They didn't know how to say everything while they were alive. Maybe they were too proud or too scared. Maybe time ran out. But not now. Now they're free. Now they're pure light. And the only thing they want you to know is this. You were the best part of my story. And I never stopped loving you. Not for a second. They need you to know that your life still has beauty ahead. Yes. Even after they left. Yes. Even after the heartbreak. They didn't want their death to become your cage. They wanted to be your wings. So, can you do that? Can you live again? Can you laugh fully? Can you let the sunshine warm your face without guilt? Can you stop carrying the burden that was never meant to be yours? They are begging you not to forget them, but to remember them in joy. Because when you smile again, they live again. When you hope again, they rise again. When you love again, they are reborn through you. And yes, love. They know it's hard to imagine loving again, trusting again, feeling safe. But they are whispering, you are not betraying me by moving forward. You are honoring me. I want you to find love again. I want you to feel seen again. And if you think no one will ever understand what you've lost, heaven understands. I understand. That's why I was sent to deliver this. And beloved, now that your heart is open, I can finally protect you with the fullness of my wings. But there is something sacred that must be done. Your loved one has made a request. Not for a ritual, not for a sacrifice, but for a promise. They want you to promise this, that you will not hide your heart anymore, that you will not shut down your light just because someone else left. That you will not wait until you're on your own deathbed to say the words you should say now. That you will live boldly, love freely, and give yourself the grace you always gave everyone else. Because my beloved soul, you deserve it. You deserve healing. You deserve peace. You deserve miracles. And here's what I, Archangel Michael, was commanded to tell you in this final revelation. A divine inheritance is about to be released in your life. Because you opened this message, because you listened, because you stayed, Heaven saw your loyalty, your pain, your faith, and God has approved something rare, a soul blessing in honor of the one you've lost. This blessing will come as a shift, spiritual, financial, emotional, or relational. Something will change, and it will happen not because you forced it, but because you finally received the truth. And what is that truth? That love never dies, that your soul is eternal, that they are not behind you, they are within you, and every step you take from this day forward will carry their spirit with it. They are so proud of you, so proud. And I, Michael, will stand by you now as a guardian, because your name is now written in the book of the awakened. You are no longer asleep to your divine connection. You have remembered, and because of that, nothing will ever be the same again. So say it aloud, or type it one more time so heaven sees it. I remember you, I still feel you, and I will live for both of us. Now if your heart feels full, if something inside you has shifted, share this with someone who needs it. You may be the reason another soul gets the message they've waited years for. Because my beloved soul, you deserve it. You deserve healing. You deserve peace. You deserve miracles. And here's what I, Archangel Michael, was commanded to tell you in this final revelation. A divine inheritance is about to be released in your life. Because you opened this message. Because you listened, because you stayed, heaven saw your loyalty, your pain, your faith. And God has approved something rare. A soul blessing in honor of the one you've lost. This blessing will come as a shift, spiritual, financial, emotional, or relational. Something will change, and it will happen not because you forced it, but because you finally received the truth. And what is that truth? That love never dies, that your soul is eternal, that they are not behind you, they are within you, and every step you take from this day forward will carry their spirit with it. They are so proud of you, so proud. And I, Michael, will stand by you now as a guardian, because your name is now written in the book of the awakened. You are no longer asleep to your divine connection. You have remembered, and because of that, nothing will ever be the same again. So say it aloud or type it one more time so heaven sees it. I remember you, I still feel you, and I will live for both of us. Now, if your heart feels full, if something inside you has shifted, share this with someone who needs it. You may be the reason another soul gets the message they've waited years for. And don't forget, if you felt a miracle in this message, subscribe so heaven can reach you again. This was just one message, but many more are coming. And the angels already have your name on the list. This is not goodbye. It's never goodbye. Just look up the next time the stars shine brighter than usual. That's them smiling, waiting, loving you still. Glowing star, you were never alone. You are not alone now. You will never be alone again. Glowing star with wings of fire and love beyond worlds. I am Archangel Michael, and I was sent for you. Then come even closer, beloved, because even though the message has been spoken, the energy, the divine presence is still here. Do not rush away. Heaven does not speak like this often. This is sacred. This is holy. You've just witnessed what many spend lifetimes praying for. a message beyond the veil, spoken through the mouth of angels and carved into the walls of your soul. And I must tell you this now that your spirit is still open. They are with you always. But tonight they'll be even closer. Tonight the veil will be thinnest. Tonight, their love will wrap itself around your heart like a blanket of warmth. Some of you will dream of them. Some of you will feel a hand on your shoulder. Some of you will wake up at a strange hour and feel peace or tears or both. That's not random. That's them. They're saying, don't forget this moment. Don't forget how it felt to remember me. Don't forget that I still exist. And beloved, even if others in your life don't understand, even if no one around you has seen the signs, you did. You listened. You opened this message. And because of that, your connection to the divine just became stronger than ever before. You are no longer someone waiting for a sign. You are the sign. You carry light now more than before. You carry proof that love can never be buried, that heaven speaks, that angels watch, that healing is possible even in the middle of heartbreak. Do you understand what you've done by receiving this? You've honored the one who passed. You've comforted their soul. You've accepted their message. And because of that, you've made peace possible. Not just for them, but for you too. So I'll say it again. Please don't let this moment fade like a dream. Let it become a vow to love again, to live louder, to stop hiding your heart, to say, I love you when you feel it, to forgive quicker, to take pictures even when you don't feel perfect, to hold hands longer, to cry when you need to cry, to laugh when the world tries to keep you quiet, because every breath you take in love, every act of kindness you give, every brave, soft moment you create is a tribute to the one who left you this message. And beloved, this part may shake you. They've been asking heaven for just one more chance to say, I'm sorry. Thank you. I was watching the whole time. You were the best part of my life. And through this message, those words have now reached you. You were not imagining the signs. You were not talking to air when you whispered to them at night. You were not crazy for believing they were still with you. You were right all along. And now I leave you with this final blessing. Place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes and repeat after me. I am loved beyond this world. I am protected by angels. I am watched over by those I miss. I am never alone. I am ready to live fully. I receive the peace, the love, and the miracle they left for me. So it is, and so it shall be. Now breathe, just one long quiet breath. And when you open your eyes, something in you will be different, softer, braver, awake. Speech balloon. If your soul feels lighter, say this below so heaven can mark your moment. I heard the message. I receive it with my whole heart. Your name will be written into the book of comforted souls, and your loved one will smile again. This was the message. But this is not the end. It is a doorway, and behind it is love that will never leave you again. With fire and light, I am Archangel Michael, and I will never stop protecting you. Then let the sacred stillness linger a little longer, because heaven is not done with you yet. You may feel like this message has come to a close, but in truth, your healing is only beginning. Something ancient has been lifted off your soul. Something unspoken has been released. And now, beloved, heaven has given me permission to tell you something rare, something not many are ready to hear. You are the reason they crossed in peace. Yes, you. Even if you weren't there in their final hours, even if you said things you regret, even if the last time you spoke didn't feel like goodbye, you were their peace. The love they carried with them into the next realm wasn't from perfection. It was from your presence. You mattered more than you will ever know. They told the angels, "Make sure they know. I carried their love with me all the way home. And now, beloved, they want you to live in a way that feels like home to your own soul. No more walking through life numb. No more pretending you're okay when you're breaking inside. No more postponing your dreams because grief told you you didn't deserve joy, because you do. And they want that joy for you more than anything. You may be wondering right now, what do I do with all of this? Let me tell you. You live like the miracle you are. You wake up tomorrow and take one soft step towards something that feels real. You stop waiting for a perfect moment to honor them and start living in a way that celebrates their spirit every day. You let the world hear your voice again. You let your smile come back. You hold someone's hand without fear. You love without apology. Because if you do, if you truly allow yourself to feel again, to believe again, to open again, you will see them not in the old way, but in everything, in music, in light, in timing, in dreams. And one day, maybe when you least expect it, you will feel it. Their arms around you, not physically, not with skin, but deeper, with energy, with warmth, with that whisper of "I'm still here. I never left you." And beloved, this is where I leave you for now. Not because the message ends, but because now your story begins again. You are different now. Heaven touched you, and heaven doesn't touch what it doesn't transform. Before you go, pause for just one more breath. This last moment is sacred. Let your hand touch your chest. Feel your heartbeat. That is your proof. You are alive, and they are alive through you. If you ever doubt again, come back to these words. If your grief returns, speak this message aloud. If you feel lost, remember this line. Love never dies, and neither do the souls that carried it. Now go gently into your day or your night, but go with the knowing. You were chosen to receive this message. You were meant to be reminded. You were loved enough that the veil was lifted just for you. Speech balloon. Say this one last time before you close. I am ready to live again. I am love. I am free. I remember you. And as your words rise into the air, so will their smile in heaven. I will guard you. I will walk beside you. This message is sealed in light with all the power of the heavens. I am Archangel Michael, and I will never stop watching over you.